Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing my curls. I'm going to show you how I do the curls that I do for every day, and I get a lot of questions on this, which sometimes, I don't know, when you do something every day you think it's self-explanatory or it's not that interesting, but I guess everyone has different hair and different tools to do that hair, and this isn't super exciting, but for those of you that are interested in knowing how I curl my hair and the products that I use, let's get into it. Okay, so first off, let me tell you a little bit about my hair. So this is all my hair. I don't have any extensions, and I feel very blessed that I have really long hair because I know a lot of women don't have that, and I get a lot of compliments on it, and I feel very lucky that I have this head of hair. So I have long hair. I don't have any extensions. My hair is fine in texture, but I have a lot of it. So that's kind of my hair type, if you will. And for years, I would just blow dry my hair and try to curl it, and my hair just wouldn't stay curled very well. And it was super frustrating because I just never wore my hair curled. I always had my hair straight. And not until maybe like 6 months ago did I start doing this new, not so fancy thing that has really helped my hair stay in. And I don't think this is like a proven thing across the board, but this is what works for my hair. But what I've been doing is I have been showering at night and then letting my hair air dry through the night, and it stays curled so much better if it's air dried instead of blow dried, which I don't understand that, but that's just how my hair works. So I washed my hair last night, and this is my natural hair texture. I don't have curly hair. Like when I'm in Hawaii or in humid climates, my hair will get more curly, but I do have like texture in my hair. Like it's kind of frizzy, you know what I mean? So it doesn't dry crazy straight, and maybe that's what helps it stay curled, is it kind of has that texture to it already. But yeah, so I woke up this morning, and this is just, it doesn't have any product in it or anything. The only thing I put in my hair after the shower is Pureology 21 Benefits. It's just like a leave-in conditioner, and yeah, voila. It's really, really exciting. I don't have a crazy intense pre-styling hair routine for the most part. Okay, so number one, I am going to spritz my hair with a little bit of hairspray. I use the Kenra 25. It's my favorite hairspray ever. It has firm hold, but it isn't crunchy, which is not what I'm into. So I usually just hit my hair kind of all over, and then I will take my brush and I will brush it out. This brush, I usually use like a wet brush. This is like kind of like a wet brush. I don't even know where I got this. Probably at the beauty supply store. They either gave it to me with some like promo pack, or I picked it up at the counter just when I was desperate. So I'm gonna brush it out, and then I usually part my hair down the middle. I am not opposed to doing it other ways, but that's just typically what I do, is I part my hair down the middle. So I'll do that all the way back. And then the curling iron and straightener that I use. So I went to hair school at Paul Mitchell, and I loved Paul Mitchell. It's like, you know, it's my school. It's how I learned hair and my trade and everything. And because of that, I like learned on a lot of Paul Mitchell tools, and I really do love the brand and their tools. They have amazing tools. They last me years and years and years. So both my curling wand and my straightener are Paul Mitchell tools. This right here is the Paul Mitchell Pro Expressed Ion Unclipped 3-in-1 curling wand. Holy crap, it's a long name. And it's sad because I have that memorized because I've used it for so long and people always want to know. So I've had this a really long time, so this little tip needs to be like glued down, but whatever. It still works, so I'm not gonna get rid of it or not use it, but I use this, and this is the 1-inch attachment. It comes with a tapered attachment or like a really, really tiny tapered attachment. This is just the 1-inch, and I really like it. It has heat adjustment, which is really nice, and I don't ever curl my hair higher than 350 or 360. It's just like not necessary, and if you have color treated hair, especially blonde, like bleached treated hair, it's really important that you don't use intense heat on your hair higher than that. I just think that it makes me crazy because this like curling iron and straightener go up to 400, and I'm like, no one needs that. Like, said no one ever. I actually think it might go higher than that, which is alarming, but whatever. So 350 or 360. And yeah, so I actually don't part my hair off when I curl it. I have a lot of hair, but it actually like will twist down to like almost nothing because it's fine. So I don't feel the need to like part it off. I just curl it in pieces, and you'll kind of see how I do it. It's like nothing fancy, but that is how I do it. And then I'll show you at the end, like I'll straighten my ends a little bit, and yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna just spritz my hair one more time because you never have too much hairspray, and I'll just do that one side, and then I usually do like throw the side that I'm not using behind my shoulder, and I will take this front little piece. I usually curl my front pieces a little bit tighter because those are the pieces that fall out first. And I will wrap it all the way around. And if you can see, I'm wrapping it flat on the barrel. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can wrap it so it twists on the barrel, so it's like twisted. And you can wrap it so it's flat, and I wrap it so it's flat on the barrel. So I'm just gonna take kind of like 1-inch sections, and I'm going to just wrap it. I kind of leave like maybe an inch out, but don't worry about it too much because I'm gonna straighten them later anyway. And seriously, I don't hold my hair on the heat longer than like 3 to 5 seconds, probably about 5. And I'm curling this like all the way to the top. Like I want that volume at the very top so it's really close to my head. And I'm just going through, and I'm gonna curl my whole head like this. So it usually takes me about 8 minutes to curl my hair. It's funny that I like know all these little times, but I've timed myself before because I tend to be like a late person. I tend to run a few minutes behind, so I've timed myself like very intensely getting ready, because if I didn't, I'm one of those people that has the perception that it takes 15 minutes to get anywhere. It doesn't. I'm aware of it. It just, I don't know why my mind clock tells me that it takes 15 minutes to get ready, it takes 15 minutes to get downtown, it takes 15 minutes to get down the street. It's not true. So it takes me about 8 minutes to curl my whole head. I know depending on how much hair you have or don't have, it might take you less time or more time. So I'm also wrapping everything away from my face. So it does help if you're like a first time curler with a rod, it helps to hold your rod above your head on both sides. Like you'll see that I do that because I think by nature, like on this side, you want to hold it just like down, and it makes no sense. Like it's hard to wrap, and I know it's kind of difficult for some people to like get their head around. I don't know, it's just kind of a mind game to wrap your hair around a rod on both sides away from your face. So just keep your hand that's holding the curling iron above your head on both sides, and that should help a little bit. So I just hit it with a little bit of hairspray. This does look really tight. Like when you're first seeing it, you're like, oh my gosh, she's got like ringlets in her hair. But depending on if your hair stays curled, like really curled really well, or it doesn't, you might just have to curl it less or curl it more. But I like my hair a tighter curl. I mean, obviously you guys have seen me curl my hair before. I like it more of a tighter curl with more straight ends, so it gives it that kind of beachy effect, but it's definitely not like an undone curl. Like it definitely looks curled, you know what I mean? So make sure to always like twist it a little bit as it gets closer to your head to really make sure you get that volume at the root. And as you can see, like my sections aren't like perfectly sectioned. They are I just kind of grab, I don't know, an inch by inch piece of hair, and you can kind of feel the thickness. I don't love grabbing too much hair at once because that means that your outside hairs are not gonna get very curled, which makes you wanna hold your hair on the hot iron longer. But the inside hairs that are touching that hot iron are just getting damaged. So I try really hard just to take small enough pieces that it gets the job done without damaging my hair. I always grab back here to make sure I didn't forget anything in the back, because I've done that one too many times where like later in the day someone's like, you've missed a whole section. Okay, so as you can see, that 1-inch barrel really does do a little bit of a tighter curl. But it really does kind of fall out throughout the day, and it ends up looking really nice. So if it's what you're looking for, obviously everyone has a different idea of what their ideal curl is, but it comes together for me. So I'm gonna take my Paul Mitchell straightener, and I'm gonna have to kind of sit up really straight so you guys can see this, just because my hair is so long. But I'm going to straighten my ends. I'm just going to straighten about the bottom 2 inches of my hair. Sorry, that's like not the best, trying to make this work, not the best angle. So now my ends are straighter for sure. They're not so curly. And I am going to turn off my straightener, but I'm gonna leave my curling iron on just to do some touch-up curls at the end. But now I'm going to just run my fingers through my curls. And you can use a brush for this part if you like your curls to kind of really be blended together. But I kind of like my hair a little bit piecier. Sometimes I'll flip it upside down. Okay, so you can see it has a lot of fullness, a lot of texture. I'm now gonna tease my hair a little bit. I'm gonna take my comb. I'm actually gonna do the back first. I'm just gonna barely tease a small section back here just so I don't get a butt part. When the part like goes down the back of your head, it's not cute. So I'm just gonna tease barely back there. And then I'm gonna tease each side, just a few sections down. I always like to tease my bang area because I like to have that more volume like away from my face. I don't want it to sit right on my face because I feel like it gets greasier faster. And I know with my hair being black, it's like really hard to see all the texture on camera just because black hair is that way. But it really does have a lot of texture. I'm just gonna do a couple quick touch-up curls. Just a couple around my face right here. But I'm still keeping that last 1.5 inches out. Run my fingers through it, but like it just gives so much more body when you just curl just a few of those top pieces when you're done. Run my fingers through it. I just kind of play with it till I'm happy with it. Sometimes I'll tease my bangs a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna hit it with my IGK Beach Club. This is a texture spray and I love this texture spray. It smells like heaven. Like, I think 90% of the reason I use it is because it smells. It's almost gone. Just get me through. Barely. You know I love something when it's like gone on camera. I really do use it. Well, get Beach Club because Mama needs some too apparently. And then I'm going to just hit it one more time with some hairspray. And I love like big messy hair. Like I just like my hair to look super voluminous and just nice and big. Another trick that you can do that sometimes I'll do is I'll take my comb and I will grab a piece and I will just tease like mid shaft of my hair. And it just gives the ends of your hair even more fullness. And then sometimes I'll just take like, you can kind of see how far down that part is. Kind of give my hair a little bit of fullness there as well. And when your hair is massively huge, then you know you've done it. And when you have 10 pounds of hairspray. I love hairspray, you guys. Like I can't go without hairspray. I just can't. Hence my whole new aerosol case that I just developed for Sly Beauty Cosmetics. I was so sick and tired of not being able to like take my hairspray anywhere because it didn't fit anywhere and I was stressed it was gonna explode. So Mama loves her hairspray. Okay, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. 4 simple things: my straightener, my curling iron, my hairspray, and my texture spray, and my trusty comb, number 5. But I hope that you learned something new. It's kind of basic, but it's the way that I curl my hair and it works for me. And I usually can get away with this curl for sure 2 days. It's a little softer tomorrow, but sometimes I'll just do some touch-up curls around my face. But if not 3 or 4 days, I honestly wash my hair like once a week or once every 5 days. So yeah, I really, really love it. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And please let me know in the comments below what else you want to see. And please subscribe if you're enjoying this channel. It means so much to me. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, guys.